TMR Gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio, The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Markki. Join the TMR Gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1 time for today.
And we're on Facebook.com/RX931. We're also YouTube Live and Twitch TV. Before we get to another batch, let's do some greets. Saying good morning to Mai. Also to Ronaldo Quino, Harold Kim, who says the playlist is perfect.
Yes.
Sa mas traffic at umaambon na umaga.
Hi.
Hello, Ria, and to the Super J. Thank you for tuning in. Your cup of tea. Also, hi to JPV and Mara. Don't forget the Monster tagline 0961 1367 91. We're also on Twitter, so you can tweet us at RX931.
All right, we've got our top 10 for today. Thanking Shavana for the topic. Hashtag, the older I get. Number 10, from Matthew Magadia. The older I get, the more I feel that life has passed me by. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how it feels, especially if you've been doing stuff like adulting stuff.
And also if everything becomes super repetitive
And like it's all about your job, earning money. Sometimes that's how it feels. I mean, obviously it doesn't. I mean, I'm sure nakatipid man, or you're able to do something with your life. It just feels like it passed you by.
They do say that, diba, when as older, you feel like everything just happens faster.
Yeah.
Like the days go by, the years go by. But they do say you feel that way because you don't get a lot of new experience anymore.
Yeah.
As you get old, as opposed to when you're younger, you haven't experienced your first kiss, your first crush, your first love. You haven't learned to ride a bike. Like, there are so many things in life that you still have yet to experience. Feels like bagal ng araw because you're looking for all these things that, you still have done.
At saka yung parang nagiging menta ka about with yourself.
Which is why they say, as an adult, or as you get older, it's really good to think of stuff you haven't done and start getting into them or start doing them. So you have new experiences to look forward to again.
True. And number 9 from Steely Dan, the older I get, mas naging legit yung kasabihang nung panahon namin. Kasi like literally, it was a different time. Like,
the 90s.
Right? Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's really like, I kind of miss my childhood during the 90s. And like, I swear, like...
Wait. You mean childhood here in the booth? Well, we're on board.
Something like that. something.
No, but TBH, it really feels like a world of difference. The 90s and the 2000s. Like, I don't know. I wasn't old enough to experience like most of these 70s.
I know. I would have liked to know what it was like.
So I really wouldn't know. Like, aware na kasi ko 90s. So,
same.
Why do I even bother?
I'm agreeing with you. Bakit ka nag-react? Agree nga ako sa'yo.
Why do I even bother? Nakakainis!
Bakit? Talaga naman panahon natin yung 90s, di ba? Kaya I remember nga, Ate Haze. Naaalala ko, pinapanood kita na yung sa sports, mga reporting mo.
Excuse me, that was in the 2000s.
O kaya nga, tapos I was a freshman in Poveda. Tapos sabi ko, idol ko tong si Ate Haze. And someday, someday, we're going to be working together. And
The
look at
nerve,
now.
the audacity, the gumption. I can't. I
Ako
can't.
na rin sa mga, G.
Alive.
Ka na rin. Goop, gag, gooped and gathered.
I can't. I
Yeah.
cannot. But no, it's true talaga. Like, ibang-iba. I think it has a lot to do with technology.
Yeah.
It has probably a lot to do with that because para na siyang like ang dami na ring doors that open, you
Yeah.
know? So it's just like a different world altogether. Karma. That's what happens when you lie.
And also, number.
Like literally, I leave for a few minutes. I get all this.
Yes.
Suddenly he was a child in the 90s. True.
Why not?
Child in the booth.
Mm-mm.
Boarding.
Number 8 from Camilo. The older I get, dati bar hopping. Ngayon, clinic, hospital hopping na. I mean, even if it's, let's say, not serious, yung alam mo yung check up, med tests, room tests, like
monitor.
some hospitals don't have certain machines you need. Hindi lahat may MI, mga ganun. So you have to go pa to the hospital.
Yeah,
to
nowadays
have it
talaga.
done. So it's like,
It's so bad. And you know what I find even worse? I mean, Pride Month, right? But you go to a clinic, regular clinic here in the Philippines, ask for an HIV test, and you have to go through so many things to get that.
Oh.
You go to like some free clinic to get it done. I mean, what if someone wants to go get themselves checked in a rec clinic?
oh, that's right. And
Yeah, and then ganito. And you're just like, why can't we say this out loud? Very important to get ourselves tested on a very regular basis.
True.
It's a
Parang
pandemic.
you shouldn't, like, you have to be ashamed of it, that you talk in hushed tones.
In hushed tones, exactly. It needs to be something that you can talk freely because
But matter of time, kasi remember that time when going to therapist, to a psychologist, psychiatrist was like, oh, she's going to that. But
Yeah.
like now, it's like, and then cosmetic surgery. Before, it used to be the biggest secret in the world. So
but now people are posting left and right.
hopefully, hopefully we get the point.
Yeah.
I think
It's not
we will
something
at
that-
point. Yeah.
Diba? Na it's not something ashamed of. It's just a part of life.
It's just you just want to save yourself just in case something happens
Yeah,
in the future.
exactly.
I mean, for
That's true. And the more that you don't talk about stuff like that, the more, people aren't informed.
It becomes like the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yung parang, because you're not like, just address it, look under your bed, there's nothing done. Diba? And you don't have to be afraid of something that's not there.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Restart the Wi-Fi kasi it's super
Yes.
blurry daw.
Actually, for
Like it's
once,
super labo.
Yeah.
ayos.
Actually-
because of the LAN.
Actually, Christine, she messaged, HIV test should also have home tests, COVID. Yeah, you can actually order them online. You can order Lazada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And number 7 from OH. The older I get, mas malaki yung gap ng DJ na 36 na pati naman mas matanda sa akin. And as the years pass, ako na yung nagiging mas matanda sa kanya. Oh, but it's not fair. I mean,
Yeah.
That's how it
Fair?
sounds fair. Sounds fair. And may puot yung
Fair? Well, it's only fair being 25.
Wait a minute. I
You
think
guys
I
are
have
so
to-
blurred.
I have to downgrade.
No.
25 ka
No.
na. I think I have to
Masyadong
downgrade.
masyado mo nang
May push.
kitchen yung mga tao sa 36 change their minds anymore. Ano
Damn
na?
I'm a little lower.
You should have gone with 30.
Should have gone with 30. Hindi, wag. Masyadong fake it. 31.
Wow.
Hindi, para it seems like, alam mo, so I chose 36 kasi 30 is so clean. 35. So,
Para
like, one.
36. But may
36.
butal.
May dapat para realistic. Number 6 from Odic. The older I get, dumadaan ako, dati, dumadaan ako, you catch a whiff of CK1. Ngayon, you get a waft of white flower. or katingko
White
or
flower.
tiger balm.
Tiger balm.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know what?
Poison.
Yeah, it's not something that I necessarily. I mean, I don't use it, but I get fascinated when I'm in Changi Airport, and there's always this parang karatula. What do you call it? A display case, a display stand
Okay.
of all white flower product. Wala dito. Like
Oh.
grabe yung choices nila. It's not just that lint. Like they have, I don't know, thing and madami na mga like I don't know, like
Iba-ibang
in roll on form,
variants.
in ganyan form. And I don't even use it. But like it looks so like look at all these products.
Wait, but
Na-excite
we're getting
ako.
more and more of them here. Ah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember I was just at the drugs last week yata. Nagulat ako with the selection. Yung parang,
Collection.
ang dami ng
I like
ganito.
I like the roll on.
Because it doesn't dispense much product. So, hindi ka masyad ligong-ligo dun sa whatever.
And you don't get it on your hands.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
And you
great-
can put it on your temples.
Yes.
Your...
Kasi minsan if it's in your hands, you forget and then biglang you scratch your eye or 'di ba yung and then it's like it stings. So and number 5, Mike Ferrer. The older I get, the less I make a big deal about my birth. Dati dapat party lag. Ngayon a quiet dinner with close family and friends is better. Parang
Yeah.
something that's more parang quality time together.
Especially, I feel after COVID then.
Yeah.
And, you already set like a couple of years of
True.
like big celebrations. Yung parang medyo ka na, let's keep it low-key.
Kasi parang like, it's more of on a regular basis, a regular day, just a quiet dinner. Tag yung every now and then, yung like a big bash.
Like milestone
Like,
birthdays.
may mga ganun. Parang at least they'll have like turn 40, I guess siguro. It would be good to have like a big birthday bash. I just might. I'm gonna own it. I'm like, look, what's wrong with 40?
So you're never gonna have a birthday bash. Because we're never leaving 36.
I'm telling you, may puso na yan.
That's
36
true.
pa siya.
That's true. Uy, maraming bata na pustiso. You'd be
Oh my
surprised.
God.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
And John Sinai was saying, yes, be dun sa Changi. Mga bumibili from PRC. What is he?
I don't know.
People's Republic of China. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And number 4 from Queen of Deva, the older I get, the more I don't get why people want to live longer in this cruel, chaotic world. Yung parang okay na siya na, what? Before I used to get out about how finite our lives are. But now it's like mortality is more like, yeah, that's how it works. You live, you die. You don't stress about it as much. Number 3 from Andy Deliciousmo. The more I save my energy and time, the older I get, the more I save my energy and time to people who really care about, who I really care about, and who will return the same energy back to me.
It's always, parang now you think more of yourself. Like what you're getting out of relationships.
And it's not as selfish it sounds.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, if you're getting that from them, they're probably also getting that from you. Pero you'd rather have those interactions rather than yung mga random, come on, random person, come on over and let's have a good time, Parang
Yeah.
pinipili mo na yung interactions.
And I feel kasi parang we romanticize when we're younger, yung unrequited love.
Oh, yes.
Unrequited love for romantic
God.
situation and for like platonic situation, like yung seeking approval
You're from the it
from
crowd.
people,
Right,
I
yes,
guess. So, alam mo yun, so when you're older, you're kind of over all that.
Yeah.
And like, okay, but what am I getting out of this?
Yeah. Like, I'm all these favors for you to be your good side. But what am I getting of it? What? Just a little pat on the back from master? Diba? Like, usually in mga high schools, ganyan, you're going to bend over backwards for the it girls, the it
for
boys.
just a small piece of approval.
Just for them to like
Ugh.
acknowledge you exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you ever like that? Ever reached the
no,
point?
no, because it was my situation was like I'm far down the totem pole, the food chain. That even if I wanted to gain their approval, even if I were willing to be their lucky, kumbaga may mga una na sa akin na pwede maging lucky. So I didn't even bother.
Well, may I ask, when you were that age, was there someone that you like kind of crushed on?
Mm,
Like that you would walk by just to
well, okay, ganito na lang. I remember pag napapadaan ako kanya, madadrop ko yung panyolito. And then I'm like, oof, my hanky file. and then I will like stoop down and pick it up.
You will bend and snatch like
Yes.
in Legally Blonde.
And petticoat will be showing a little bit. Petticoat. My petticoat will be showing a little bit. And I'm like, oh my stars and garters. My little hanky fell.
Downton Abbey ka bigla. From Legally Blonde to Downton Abbey.
Naging mag-Smith bigla. So, yeah. Ay, nako. And number 2 from Lord Cam, the older I get, the more I understand what my parents issues and why they were stressed the time. Parang dati all you could see was, ay nako, masungit si mama. Sungit na naman si papa. And then as you get older, you're like, oo nga pala, no? When you have to pay for all the bills and you have to come up with the rent, like pay insurance, and like it could get a little
it's small thing. I mean, I don't have kids, but people who stay over periods of time, and you see, like leaving the TV on the whole night, keeping the aircon full blast, keeping lights on, and you're just like, have you seen my Morocco bill? Just quietly walking by and saying it, silently. It's just a little. I'm not like my mom screaming at me to turn lights, but it's more like, ay, on na naman ng TV, ha? Tulog ka, ha? Things like that. It's small things tick you off, and you understand why your parents were the way they were.
Little all your protestations notwithstanding, you have turned into your mom.
I know.
You
We
are
should
mini
call
mommy
you-
Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mommy Strom.
You know what? It's a version of Mommy Strom and a version of Dad Strom. It's
Yeah.
like a combination of their word parts.
Like one of our samples earlier. Diba? That you turn into your parents.
Strom light. Strom light.
yeah.
And
Both of like all three of us. Me, is like Mommy Strom. Eric is like Daddy Strom.
Strom.
And Kai is just
Little
of both. Yeah.
From Rudes Antonio, similarly, similarly toward Camden's entry, the more I appreciate my parents. Living independently will make you realize, di pala madali yung ginagawa nila. After work, ikaw pa yung magluluto, maglilinis ng bahay. Nakakapagod pero kailangan. Like, we had this conversation with a married couple and we're really saying na parang, because we were talking about Palawan, all that, and they were like, it's so happy you guys that you get to do that. When you have kids, like all your plans, like 99.99% of plans is about your kids.
Yeah.
Giving them a good education, making sure you raise them as well as you could, like making sure they're okay. Talaga, it really revolves around your children. So a lot of times, I think a lot of people don't realize what their parents had to actually go through just to give them, just to give all of us like a decent at the future. Most of the time, we're just complaining na ang strict ni mama, ang put ni papa, ang ganito ni ganyan. And then, you realize na medyo malalim yung hugot nila when it comes to raising your kid. And I didn't realize it until I heard that sentiment na, wow, like, all their decisions are about their kids.
Hash team no kids.
Tag team no kids. That's all three of us.
Yeah.
Well, except for Chico.
Sa akin kasi, like, I choose not to. So when I'm fertile, when I'm in estrus, I just like stay away from it. Ano kami, abstinence.
Who are you, Kourtney Kardashian?
And the top, the older get comes from Archer Aguilar.
Richard Aguilar says.
The older get, dati ang precious commodity mo was money, material things. And you didn't want to run out. Now, the precious commodity above all is time.
And your health.
And your health.
And health, yeah.
Tsaka alam mo yung, when you the terms with your mortality, you realize, hindi pala to infinite, hindi pala to like you have to make the most of your time here. And I think a lot went through this during the pandemic. Kasi di ba there was a time parang di natin sino yung tatamaan, how badly it will hit you if ever it hits you. So everyone got a little reminder of how finite our time is. And I think to this existential struggle a little bit as a planet. We kind of got spooked in that happened. But yeah, you realize na parang, you know what, let's live to the fullest. Let's not really like delay it. If you want to do something, try something. If it's possible, if you can afford it, di ka naman mababaon sa utak, go for it. Go for it. So there you go. We'll be playing a couple of songs in the RX, but we will come back with our final match and we will stay Facebook Live.
We'll try to fix the connection as well. So hopefully it will be clear in a bit. So we 9:23, more music right Wednesday. You got Chico and Markki until 10. Something from Christina Aguilera up next on Riot Wednesday. Hi.
Sabi, estrus amp.
Yung isa nga nag-text kanina, si Frederick, yung napamura sa Lara Croft kahapon. Sabi niya, napamura ulit ako. Pero yung sa ate Hazel. Hindi niya kinaya. Hindi niya kinaya na inate mo na ako.
Bakit? Ano ba?
My
Yun nga, I
God.
remember. Like, I would, after classes and pagada, I'll go to like, I'll cross over to Galleria and then babawal nga yung uniform. Hindi kami pa uniform sa gali. So, I have to change into like, kulot. ano na batang 90s pero nakakulot.
Pero nakakulot.
Kulots and step in. Step in.
Tita of the 90s.
Labo nung nakakulots and step. No, it's not my hair. My mask. I'm just drinking tea. Okay.
Nagpa-extensions
ko. Unstable. Pwedeng i-restart.
I love black tea.
Nakabibra ka rin daw ba nun?
Oh, yeah. Or tube. Naka-tube blouse ako. Blouse. Nobody's blouse anymore, no? Like, lang ako ng blouse. Uy, sa mama ako, bibili ako ng blouse. Ang luma ng
Was that
blouse.
a thing?
It's what you call tops, but for blouse.
No, it blouse a certain kind of top.
It's a kind of top. I thought like, all pantaas is blouse.
No, I don't think so.
What's a blouse then?
It's like a feminine top. It's a very
pumasok ko lang si Markki sa booth, meron na agad kayo nalalaman ng mga... Hindi, so what is a blouse? Is it the one with the buttons? Para siyang polo?
No. That's a
no.
button up. Or a button
I
down.
always thought
Ang
blouse was
blouse,
basta
okay.
pantaas.
Yung mga parang usually, mga parang officey, yung mga may ruffles, may mga bow. It's like a feminine top.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's
Gets.
Google it.
A blouse.
What's this?
Ayan, a blouse is a loose-fitting upper garment worn by workmen, peasants, artists, women, and children.
Workmen! So, pwedeng panglalaki.
Typically gathered at the waist or hip so that it hangs loosely over the wearer's body. So
men
for
can
guys.
have blouses.
Oh.
Usually it's like the medyo frilly, medyo like the fabric isn't like usually cotton pag blouse. Usually yung mga
medyo polyestery.
Ish.
Yung medyo madulas.
Yeah.
Yung parang silk, satin, mga ganun.
Are we back? Can you see
I think we're back.
I think we're back again.
Yes. Hindi ka na, kasi kanina, you were blur, you were like really pixelated.
I was
now
Japanese porn.
Yes, now I can actually see you guys well.
Awesome.
We can see the puppies.
Arf.
They're there to slay. Slaying the day away.
Why are you moaning, Chico?
No, I'm just stretching.
Is that
what you sound like?
No! I'm stretching.
how do you sound like?
Why would I say it on Facebook Live? No.
Like so when you taste something really good, go. When you taste when it's so tasty.
That is delicious. That is very tasty.
May ganun?
And then
how about if you experience a very good massage?
Oh, maybe that's not for Facebook Live. Maybe that sound isn't for Facebook Live.
Kaya ka daw pala bumabata eh.
Ay, grabe. Ay, nako. Ano pa ba? So, ano ng chismis? Ay, hindi, wag yung chismis na yun.
Delikado.
Alex,
Huwag ka magtatanong ng ganyan.
Ibang chismis. Wala ano pa ba ibang chismis?
Baka...
sabi ni Juice Blanc, yung sound ko raw nung kumain ako ng cream puff. When the cream,
nung nasabugan ka ng cream.
Oo, like dripped all over my chin. Oh, so good.
Apparently, when you're trying to conceive, si Courtney tsaka si Travis kasi they're trying to have a baby. Parang i-harvest yung egg ni Courtney or something like that. So, parang to get the best, parang inano sila na sobrang kailangan to get rid of all the toxins in their body. So, like, kailangan eat healthy, kailangan ganito, ganyan. Like, an abstinence. Like, you can't even do it yourself. Like, you can't basically orgasm. Yeah, like, bawal, everything.
Because?
I don't know, but they said that. I was watching the show kasi yesterday. So, yeah, parang they gotta hold off.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Joseph Rosh Torres says he tried the Buratino pizza that we were talking about.
How was that?
In New York, remember?
Yeah.
Yung pizza Bianca daw was his favorite. I'm so engaged that we were just talking about pizza earlier. I want the Buratino pizza.
Buratino.
It's in Brooklyn, I think, or basta somewhere in New York, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right. Oh, Antonio Lopez says, talk about the NBA Finals daw. Grabe yung the other game. As in, I was like, my gosh, dribble the F out of that mother effing ball. Tapos grabe traveling eh. Yung gago eh. Traveling kasi. Sabi ko, alam mo, yung 3-point play na yan, fast break kasi nung isa. Sabi
Anong team?
Nako. Then San Francisco Raccoon.
question. Pag nagkaroon ng San Francisco team, raccoons.
Oo, the San Francisco Raccoons versus
Sino kalaban? Dapat from the other coast kasi nasa West Coast San Francisco. So, East Coast yung isa.
East Coast, New York Yellow Cubs.
May Knicks na eh.
Tama Knicks.
Dapat ibang Eastern team.
Eastern team, Massachusetts.
May Boston na eh.
Ay,
May Boston
ang
Celtics
pili
na eh.
nito, ano pa ba yung nasa East?
Sige, wag na San Francisco Raccoons na lang.
San Francisco Raccoons.
San Francisco Raccoons.
I'll root for that team. I mean, why not?
Tapos lahat naka rock and roll sign. Raccoon!
Raccoon! Buiset!
Oo, naka rock and roll sign kayo. Raccoon, mga tol.
Oh my God. Oy, sa mga nanonood ng French Open, guess who won?
Who? Finals?
Nadal over Djokovic. No, not yet. So, lang.
Di tanggal na yung fave mo.
Tanggal na siya. But,
good.
Also Alcaraz lost. So, I'm a little sad because Zverev won over Alcaraz.
Yes. Go, babe.
May awkward moment daw.
Ay, why?
Na he cracked the joke and nobody thought
Nobody
it was
laughed.
funny.
No!
I can't wait to watch it. I'll watch it later. Yeah. So, Nadal and Zverev both move on to the semifinals.
Good job, Kitchi.
I don't want him to win, so I'll be rooting for Zverev.
Yay!
Obviously, because if he wins the whole thing again,
Good.
he's gonna get to 22.
Good. Yep.
But I'm glad that the other guy lost. The other guy!
He who must not be
The other
named.
guy lost. Yeah, so bye.
Okay.
See ya.
Ano daw?
Yeah.
New York Chipmunks.
Speaking of raccoons, oh my gosh. I know I had spoke about this a while ago, but everything everywhere all at once.
Raccoon.
There's this universe kasi where like there's a raccoon that controls the movements of a chef. It's there's just so many weird things that happen in this.
Yun, the
movie.
hands are the ones that I
The
remember.
hot dogs.
The huge hands.
They have hot dogs
Yeah.
for hands, and then they started using their feet. And then the one where basta, it gets really, really weird. Check it out, guys. I mean, I guess it's not for everyone, but yeah. Everything everywhere. All at once.
Sabi ni John Sinai, naalala ko na naman yung deport him ni Hazel kay Djokovic sa COVID issue.
Well, it worked.
He was deported, right?
Yeah. He didn't get to... Actually, unknown pa yung status kung makakapag-compete siya next Australian Open after that. Kasi technically, once that happens to you, you really can't go back. But maybe things might change. Who knows? Tsaka medyo special case naman din kasi siya. So, we'll see. But I'd rather he stays out of Australia. Wala.
But he won't. That's a Grand Slam.
And that's his territory. That's his best Grand Slam. So, but really, I don't care. John McEnroe just said he has a feeling Roger Federer will announce his retirement in Basel this year.
No.
And I'm just like, whatever. Bye.
In Valdez?
Basel Valdez.
How old na is
Is Roger?
Federer?
40.
Oy, mas patanda na si Federer sa'yo.
I could still be competitive pala, no, in tennis. Lapit pa ng edad ko kay Kuya Rog.
Grabe yung Kuya Rog. Pinakay. Mamaya Kuya Alex na si Zverev sa'yo.
Hindi, baby yun eh. BBQ.
No, please.
Ang ganda daw ng mga t-shirt. Maglabas ka na ng merch. Sabi ni Your Cup of Tea, no, may t-shirt ka daw dapat ang naka-print. Deport him. Isa naman. Parade that shrimp. Tapos sabi naman ni John Cena, yes, may isa pa. Nakalagay, be a little manipulative.
See, words of wisdom.
Diba?
Grabe kayo. Oo nga, dapat talaga may ano na tayo.
Yeah, we need to have
shirts.
statement shirts.
Ow.
Yeah, we talked about that. Tinatanong ni 7070. Meron Buratino? Meron. It's so good. Tapos ang ganda nung kasi parang the whole, parang BuzzFeed or something feature on it. It's the sound of when they're cutting it with that parang seesaw knife.
Yeah.
When you watch them like cut it into pieces, into 8 pieces,
Parang
the crunch sounds so yummy.
Parang super good.
Oh, parang like crunch. Ang sarap-sarap nung sound. Oh my gosh.
I'm sad kasi in the Philippines, ang konti nang may offering ng anchovy pizza. I'm such an anchovy lover.
Yeah, I'm not.
I actually love it.
Pag nakita ko yung anchovy sa list of ingredients,
Ayaw, pass ka
I
na.
veto,
Oh
yeah.
no, I love anchovy pizza.
kasi, or maybe,
I actually like it with pepperoni. It's so good. When you have pepperoni pizza and then you add anchovies sa toppings. Oh,
kasi
chef's
maybe
kiss.
I got to try not a very good one because ang lansa.
Okay.
Nalansahan ako. Like, one bite of it and I was
Yeah.
like, ugh,
Hindi kasi nag-shower.
ayoko na. hindi siya okay.
Sarap eh. So, mas ka? Vanilla ka pa rin hanggang pizza? Gusto
Oh,
mo
no.
margarita lang or pepperoni?
Pepperoni.
Or prosciutto. I love prosciutto
That
pizza.
is my all-time favorite. Nobody will beat pepperoni. Oh, and mushrooms.
Not a
I
mushroom
love
fan
mushroom
eh.
pizza.
I'm okay with mushrooms.
I love mushroom pizza.
I don't know. I'm all meat pizza, all sorts of meat on that
lover.
pizza.
Meat lovers! Ayun, favorite ko din yan. Basta
Yeah,
kailangan merong hot sauce.
I had
love
this
to
bad
eat
experience
with
with
hot
this pizza place a couple of weeks ago or last week, right downstairs. But I love their pizza.
Yeah.
Well, not right downstairs, basta on that street. And like, parang the person who was selling the pizza wasn't having it on the day.
So it was more like a problem with the staff.
It was
not
the staff
not
problem.
The
It wasn't the food. And like, the problem was the pizza was like, I ordered a certain pizza and it was supposed to be a double layered decorated pizza. And I got to the house and
Wala.
it wasn't.
Oh, I
And
think I know what pizza you're talking about.
you get me?
Yeah. Somebody says, si Japat says garlic and shrimp. You know what's weird? I love me some shrimp. Like, I love shrimp, period. But I hate it on pizza. Because usually the shrimp they put on pizza, parang it's bland. Tapos, I just don't like they're more like frozen shrimp kasi obviously, diba? Hindi naman fresh yung shrimp na ginagamit for most, at least, na pizza places. So maybe that's why I don't like it. And then it's just generally bland. I will take pepperoni pizza over shrimp any day. But I love shrimp. Like in pasta.
I love shrimp
like
pizza.
shrimp as is. I don't like it pag pizza.
The only thing I can't do with pizza, if I have to, I'll do it, but like pineapple.
I
ako
like
rin,
it.
ako rin.
I mean, I
I
don't
can't.
love it, but I have
can't.
times na, okay, I'm G, like Hawaiian, ganyan. Not my first choice, but I would eat it. I don't mind it so much.
Pepperoni talaga ako.
Ako din, growing up,
loaded.
team
Ang
pepperoni.
When I
favorite
was
ko
younger,
dati,
pepperoni.
tinanggal na nila. It was my favorite. It was, because I'm a thin crust kind of guy.
Me too.
So, thin crust, pepperoni, tapos yung wala siyang crust, yung hanggang dulo.
Yeah, yung topping.
And I was like, this is genius. And then, it was short-lived. After a few years, they took it out. Ginawa na
Yeah.
ulit. Kasi sa akin, sana lang have that option. I mean, those who like crust, get the regular one. But if you want it yung until the very, ano ba tawag nila? Edge? I think they called it
Serious
edge.
Stan, lahat ng gusto niya, parang hindi ko gusto. Gusto niya ng longganisa pizza. I don't like that.
I'm
I'm not a
into that.
longganisa fan. Gusto niya rin ng pineapple sa burger. And I've
can't-
never tried it.
I can't do
don't
pineapple on
just the
burger.
sound of it. I don't
I
like
can't.
I can't.
No.
Pero I like that
it. That burger.
popular, that one lang. I'm not a big pineapple fan, pero for some reason, I don't know why, I like that.
Which popular one?
The Aloha.
That one.
I like that.
You know what? I will take their na lang, regular yum with cheese. Yung walang cheche bureche. It's just like the patty and the
Yeah.
I
I
prefer
like
that.
that. I like aloha. That one lang.
I
Pero like
don't
if it's pineapple in any other dish, hindi ko type. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I just can't do it unless it's pineapple juice. Then
Oh,
that's
that's something
fine.
else. Oh, speaking of burgers, you know what I don't like? I hate it when the tomato gets super soggy and then like it seeps into the bread.
Mm.
I hate that. I hate that immensely.
Oh.
I can't. Like, alam mo yung parang kadire, parang
Mm.
nagiging soggy yung burger
Oo,
mo.
gets.
No.
Ayoko yung basa. Can you imagine?
Yun nga. Kaya nga, I don't mind it kung hindi ganun. Pero, get it separately pagka delivered to you.
Lalo na imaginein mo, kunyari bagong ulan, tapos nalaglag yung burger mo dun sa gutter. Sa kanal. Tapos pag kagat mo, parang, ay basa. Diba?
Tsaka ba't parang
Nakakadiri.
maitim-itim?
Oo.
Ew!
Kadiri.
Nasty.
Tapos pag ano mo, may
That is
butete.
so nasty.
At saka kiti-kiti.
Ugh. Baya.
Oh, this is so hard to stuff down my throat. 6
what are you-
eggs.
Eggs. I like hard-boiled eggs.
Ako din.
I'm a fan.
Ako feeling ko I can. Although I've never tried really eating
But
that
not
many.
6. Like I said, 2.
Like I have to take breaks in between, like two.
Yeah.
2.
A little much. Lalo na kung malaki yung egg.
I love fried egg. Oh, it's not as healthy, but I love fried eggs.
Me too.
Super love it. I can eat more fried eggs than hard-boiled eggs.
Not a big fried egg fan. Not a big egg fan, period.
Oh, I love egg.
May mga times lang siguro. Tsaka depende sa food. But also, I don't like it pag naubos na yung yolk tapos puro puti na.
Oh, that's my favorite. I'm a puti
Yeah,
person.
I'm a white.
No,
egg
I
white
like
kinda
the
guy.
yolk.
No, I love
Team yolk.
albumin.
No, it was one of those things where when I was younger, my parents thought that there was like bad cholesterol in the yellow part of the egg,
That's what they said kasi.
and
diba? For
my
the
entire
longest time.
family are
You
high,
wouldn't-
have high cholesterol.
So,
So
hindi yung kinakain yung yolk?
all of us just removed the yolk.
No! It's the best part. Ayaw din ni Rambo ng fried egg sa avocado toast. Ako din. I like my avocado toast pure. As in just avocado toast, period.
I'm into egg being added to any
Me too.
kind of food
Me
because it's extra
too.
protein.
That's why I love arroz a la cubana.
I'm not a fan. Even like the breakfast, alam mo yung mga breakfast burger sandwiches, pag may
Mm-mm.
egg, parang I would opt not to have the egg. Tanggalin mo na lang kasi pampabigat lang siya ng pagkabusog and hindi pa ako happy. Salted egg, yes, I love salted egg. Gusto ko talaga
Oo naman,
maalat-alat.
Of course.
Lalo na pag yung nasa mga medyo matamis, like puto with salted egg. Oh, so good and so tita, but it's so good. Meron na akong tita appreciation for puto now.
Oh my gosh! Yesterday I was wearing red singlet and yellow shorts, and then I walked out of my condo, and then the guard was like, "Oh my gosh, we need the puta."
What?
I'm like, "Excuse me, the poo." Siya shady ng mga guard.
OMG.
Sarap yun, puto with egg on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nagulat
Very
talaga ako
ano,
that I bought it.
Very
Nung
bibingka.
bibingka kasi for me is a little too much.
Okay.
Pag mga malalaki masyado na overwhelm ako. So,
Press release.
hindi, yung bibingka kasi parang hindi mo pa sinisimulan na uumay ka na. You know what I mean?
Meron
Because
akong ganun sa bibingka.
it's
Di ako
it's
fan.
thick and it's big.
Yeah.
Not always a bad thing, but like with food, medyo. So that's why I'm not a fan of like big sandwiches also.
yeah.
I feel overwhelmed. Yung puto maliliit.
Yeah.
Tapos
Well,
sobrang pa, fluffy
Meron
pa.
din yung like binyan. It's a big puto na isa-slice mo pa. Yung nasa bilao.
I prefer
That's a
the
giant
small
puto.
puto.
Oo.
Tapos with the salted egg. Sarap. Ayoko lang ng malaking bibingka, like I said. Yun lang naman.
Last.
Pero may mga baby bibingka, di ba?
Bibingka.
Babingka?
Bibingka!
Meron. Yung
Meron.
they give you like
Yung solo.
minis or something.
Yung solo, meron.
Siguro that I would like.
Sabi ni Stan, ayaw ni Hazel ng malaki? Wow, may pag-asa pa ako. No!
I can't.
I can't
I
with
can't
you guys.
But usually the ones who say they aren't so big are the ones who are quite big, huh? The ones who say they're really big are the ones who are...
Who under-deliver.
No comment. Yeah, yung bibingka cheesecake. Oh my God, that I love. I love that.
Yeah, magnificent.
Yeah, babingka.
But my favorite cake talaga is that one that Cell brought. Like,
Oh my gosh, it's so like fluffy.
that is exceptional. That was creme brulee something.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's good. It's like similar to Estrel's.
But this is better.
But that's like,
Ako is true.
it depends kasi on what you're in the mood for. Yung Estrel's kasi mas dense. Diba?
I
So,
really love Estrella.
I love
that
Estrel's
too.
though. But like Estrel's is different from this. This is like,
Hindi, ito kasi it's fluffier. Tsaka not as sweet.
parang may pagka... I mean,
And I love the
Estrel's
mango
is
part.
social,
I love
but
the
this is
mango
like-
part.
This tastes like
Wait, you didn't give
France.
me the number. I said I will
I
order.
can't find it.
Oh
I
no,
followed
I'll
them.
ask Sel na lang.
Hazel, I followed them and then I can't find anymore.
I really want it.
When you find out, message me.
I want to order today. You know what? I'll order today. F it. Let's get that cake. Hold on. Let's go back on air.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the final top 10 for today. Let's thank Shavana for suggesting it. Hashtag the older I get. Let's start off at number 10 from Rory Monroe. The older I get, the more I prefer going to the grocery over going to a bar or a club. Parang mas masaya ka pa pag yung going to the grocery.
It's really super therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
Just going from one aisle to the next
That's
and
true.
looking at everything, like if they have new stuff, new
Yeah.
brands. I don't know. I love it.
And number 9 from Arch Aguilar. The older I get, I have the money and the time. I just don't have the energy. Like you're tired.
You're
And,
tired
No.
talaga.
di ba tayo, ang dalas na natin. Yung parang when the weekend rolls along, you're like, I just want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to like vegetate the whole day.
But
Madami
you know,
mo ng ganon.
We say that, but it never actually happens. Because for me personally, like I am in bed for maybe 4 or 5 hours watching my favorite show, and once it's done, I want to go outside.
You're ready to mingle.
I want to buy something to eat. I want to just take a walk maybe around.
Yeah.
Oh, kasi sa
wherever
akin,
it is
that's
I'm
part
at.
of, quote, doing nothing.
It's like your daily
Like,
routine.
like I love walking and going outside. Pero alam mo yung wala kang nakaplano.
yeah, ako
That's the
kasi,
part that I like.
diba, I was telling you yesterday, Chico, parang, I don't know, pero parang maybe the past few months, I've just been saying yes to everything.
Yeah.
Like whenever somebody would invite me to meet up for like whatever, like, oh, gee, let's go. So I feel like I've been, maybe because, yun nga, for the past 2 years, we've been cooped up inside. So
Mm-mm.
medyo,
I think that's what it is.
mas super G na
Yeah.
G ulit ako. Like, I have a lot of energy for social interactions. But then, after, I'm like, I think I don't want to do anything
Vegetate.
tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna talk to nobody. Like, I will just be alone. But it's good enough na parang like a day or two to recharge. And then I'm G again.
Gina ulit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess same as me. I mean, for a while kasi, di ba, there were a few like times a few years ago where I was like, no, I don't want to go out anymore. I want to just stay home, go
Yeah.
straight to work the next day. But then when you have like younger people inviting you in a lot of different ways, you're
Mhm.
just like, yeah, sure. Let's seep some of your youthful energy.
Mhm.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
grrr.
Okay.
No, and I feel like sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but ako, parang I go through phases. Yung parang, biglang may phase na, no, I'm done. I'm done with all that. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm just gonna mind my own business and chill by myself. And then parang once na na-trigger mo ulit yung social butterfly mode ko, for a while, I'm there. I'm there again.
Okay.
And then biglang babalik na naman sa, okay, let me be an introvert.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle for me, yeah.
Number 8 from Camilo, the older I get, mas dumadami yung body parts na pinapahiran mo ng kung ano-ano. Sa muka, skincare. Sa paa, Vaseline. Sa anit, hair tonic. Sa temples, essential oils. Sa likod, liniment. Like parang
Ang dami!
ang dami mo nang pinapahid.
I need
And-
to get that list.
Right? Number 7 from Lord Camden, the older I get, the less I care for the lead teens storylines, and I tend to sympathize more with the adults.
Yeah.
Yung parang medyo may irita factor ka na dun sa teen characters, and you're like, I'm focusing on the adults.
Because their problems are so juvenile. And then you're like, oh my gosh, these kids are so annoying. I feel for the adults because
Yeah.
they're like so, they have to deal with these children.
Mm-mm.
I do love my juvenile shows
Yeah,
still.
it's your thing kasi.
I don't know why.
It's
It's
your
like
thing.
reliving my past. I love it.
No,
Since I can't take a trip down memory lane, I can't go back to like high school. Let me just live vicariously through these characters.
I just like it when they have these series or movies now where they have these younger characters, but
yeah.
their problems are a lot more, older.
Yeah, true.
Those are fun to watch.
And number 6 from Call Me Rovi, the more na the older I get, the more na nagigets ko si Chico. Parang gusto ko na rin magkaroon ng default na age. Nasagot ko lagi sa tanong na, ilang taon ka na?
Choose wisely because he's beginning to regret picking that number.
I know, right? Ang nakakainis pag immigration, biodata,
Wala eh. Walang...
parang makukulong ka.
Oh,
Pag nilagay mo maling age.
Have you ever
Kakainis.
believed your press release accidentally and said your fake age? I mean, your sorry,
My age.
your age.
My age?
Like to these people?
No,
Never
never.
accidentally?
No. I mean, I just have one age, 36. So why is there any need to say that I'm like, what, 25? No. I'm proud to be 36, There's no need. Number 5.
I am going to take a photo of his passport.
Or license.
Number 5.
Sige, license reveal nga.
Eh, parang
License
hindi ko dala.
reveal.
License reveal.
Ako,
Ah.
pwede kong
Driver
i-reveal
ko.
yung license ko. I'm still a year younger than
Let's
Chico.
see.
Number 5 for pathogen. This is my entry for you. The older I get, the less energy I have for not so meaningful conversations. So,
Nonsense. Yeah.
nonsense. Tsaka parang like,
Small talk.
I'm okay to talk, but can we like really talk about it? Doesn't have to be heavy. Doesn't have to be about politics or like saving the world. Just some like a real conversation. Not something that kasi wala na tayo, kasi awkward, kasi wala nagsasalita. Like, tell me what you like. I'll tell you what I like. And if you have something to talk about, let's do that. Diba parang natin kasi ng meaningful, kailangan deep. No, not necessarily. But somewhere where you can genuinely connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of alam mo, I feel tuloy like such an old soul with the entries. Kasi a lot of the entries, like, I relate to, but like, alam mo yung parang,
Even before.
I've always been
Ah,
like that.
yeah.
Like, even when I was young.
And number 4 from Steely Dan, the older I get, the happier I am when plans get canceled. So I can just stay at home. Eh, parang, yay, I'm just staying at home. I mean, like, legit, gusto mo naman talaga na pumunta. But it's also okay pag hindi
Yeah.
siya natuloy. Because
It's so nice to just stay at home.
the prospect na parang, oh, I don't have to dress up and like go out and come home late and like,
Pero pag naka-ready ka na kasi, kunyari nag-makeup ka na,
yeah,
gano'n,
hassle
you
yun.
did your hair na. Ako na
Hassle yun.
okay pa rin. Okay lang din.
talaga?
I'll
Ako
just,
pag
no,
nakaayos
I'll
na,
just take a photo.
bad trip na yun.
I'll just take a photo and post it for content. And then I'm like, okay,
Oh.
at least I did something.
Ako nga parang like, bad trip. Nag-t-shirt at
Cargo short.
At cargo shorts na ako sandals eh. Tapos hindi tuloy, bad trip.
Sabi ni Adrian, no, tingnan mo yung message niya. Hazel, old soul.
Chico, old soul too. Oh my gosh, grabe, it's so accurate.
Grabe, inedit ko.
It's so accurate, Adrian. Adrian Cassis Black. Adrian Cassis the third Black. Asan ba yung Black? Ayun eh.
Hindi dapat Hazel Old Soul, Chico Old Soul, SOLE.
Old talampakan.
Oo.
And number 3 from the Super Malice guy, the older I get, the more I realize that adults are just basically kids with money.
Sometimes
That's the
yes,
difference.
most of the time yes, actually.
If you know how to have fun.
If you know how to have fun.
Which, dapat ganon. You should keep that little kid inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my like Daddy Strom and Mommy Strom. Si
Yeah.
Daddy Strom went up to Alice saying, "Oh, why aren't you wearing your bikini? why aren't you wearing your bikini today, Alice?"
I don't know about a kid asking that question, but okay, go off, Daddy Stro. Okay.
I know,
Wala kasi si Mommy Strom.
And number 2 from Not Isidro. The older I get, the more I learn that time doesn't necessarily heal all wounds. Some wounds you just learn to live with.
They become
Like it's there, but you're like, okay. It's a wound. Yeah.
battle scars.
It doesn't have to heal. You can just like carry it with grace. Yeah. And the top, the older I get, comes from Engineer Mox.
Engineer Mock says,
The older I get, the more I realize that it isn't about the material things or pride or ego. It's about our hearts and who they beat for.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, that's really what matters. I mean, diba they say a lot of people in their deathbeds, they start thinking about the really important stuff. Suddenly, it's not important how many followers you have on Instagram, how much you have in your bank account. You know, they say, ang magfa-flashback sa'yo, like, how well you loved, how many people you loved truly with all your heart. So, well, that's what they say. So, hopefully, wala kayong regrets in that sense.
Yeah.
So, what about us?
what about us?
Ako siguro the older I get, like the more tired I get, and I'm not talking about physical. Like ang bilis ko like emotionally tired, mentally tired. Like sometimes I'm not physically tired, but I get so frustrated. Like sometimes one of the worst things I can do is like go on a random Twitter binge and just read all the content and all the comments in the comment sections. And I'm like, after that, I'm like, can I just like sleep for 8 hours? Yung kailangan mo magbanlaw kasi it's so exhausting.
Yeah.
Like it's not even me they're trashing, they're bashing, but just all that negativity online. Like it really exhausts me. Like anything.
Oh, it does. Trust.
I get you.
And I have a feeling the younger me would be like, where's my popcorn? Ito more of like, after a while, talaga I'm like, let me just turn this off. You know, I can't deal.
The older I get, the older my taste becomes.
Taste
Okay.
in what?
I mean,
Ba't nung isang araw?
that's the problem. The older I get, the younger
The taste.
have taste for me.
Mhm. Hello, daddy.
That's what I'm called
Oh
on a
my
regular basis.
god!
Yes, daddy. I'm just like, wait a second. Fine, I accept.
Okay, okay.
I think the older I get, the less I take myself seriously.
Yeah.
The more like
Yeah, totoo
I
yan.
just I am not as much of a control freak as
Mm.
I used to be. I mean, of course, parts of you will never change. You will
Yeah.
always be a certain way, but I mean, but you're just cooler in general. Like you can let go easily. You're more forgiving. Not just of others but of yourself. Like when you mess up, when you do something wrong. Like before, alam mo yon, yung I would have a hard time getting over like a mistake or something. Like I would lose sleep over it because I would be so pissed at myself. But now it's like, don't ever take anything so seriously. It's not that serious.
No, because I think we also realize that we become less control freaks because you realize that
You have nothing to prove.
you don't really have control.
Yeah, and
Like you can
yeah,
try, but in the end, you can't control everything and everyone. And I think that
Yes.
comes with age. And you're like, you know what? I just have to stop trying to control everyone and just let things be.
But why do you control your age so much, Chico?
The truth? I don't control the truth. 36 is 36. You
He
can't argue
believes
with
it na eh.
mathematics. Sabi ni 70, ay, Markki is the new Daddy Strom.
Oh, yes, he is, apparently.
Okay.
My parents calling all children. I'm just kidding. My parents are leaving in a few weeks.
Nagpa-add. Kung
House
magbayad ka sa RX, may pa-commercial ka. May
house
pa-plug ka, ha?
house party. Chico, you can come too. Hazel, you as well. I'll invite your markets.
Mhm.
I don't know what kind of party that will be, but
I know,
okay.
right? Pwede magdala ng popcorn.
Yeah,
Magtabi na lang tayo
Magtabi
with
na lang tayo.
popcorn.
Viewing party.
Oh.
Well, I just brought my dad one of those projector things.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so now we have like a little home theater downstairs.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So we can Netflix and chill.
Ah.
Yes, yes,
Tapos
yes.
pagtingin namin ni Chico, hello?
Look, what?
Hello?
I've
Kala ko
never seen
Netflix
that
and
move before. I've never seen that move before.
But yeah, anyway.
Okay, thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you for hanging out with us for the past 4 hours. We'll be back tomorrow. The wake up quiz happens tomorrow, so make sure to join us if you want to win something from the show. And stick around because Right Wednesday continues all day today. So you'll be hearing more music from the 2000s to the 2010s. That's it for us.
Yay!
I think Gail's up next. I saw her
Yes,
outside.
Gail.
So stick around for more Right Wednesday. That's it for us. Chico, Hazel, and Markki will be back tomorrow. And we'll leave you with one last song, something from Lily Allen.
Oh, I love this
Slowing
song.
it down with this
Oh.
track, Somewhere Only We Know. Only here in
Yes.
Monster RX 93.1. This is Riot Wednesday. Bye.